o'clock on a Wednesday, and it's time for
Craig and Ryland's Magic Review Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Welcome back to another review show right here on
Magic TV.
Exactly. And yeah, it's another review show. Thank you very much for the kind words on the review shows that we've been putting up recently. This is the only review show where we perform every single trick that we review. That way you know whether it's any good or not. And
Basically
this week,
everyone.
pretty much everyone.
Except the ones that are broken.
Unless it breaks, right? Which can
Well,
happen
we still
sometimes.
try to perform it.
We still try.
Your gimmick broke 3 times and you still perform it.
Yeah, exactly.
You had to like 3 gimmicks and it's still, that third one's still broke and you managed to.
I know. Yeah. But this week, we've got everything that works. However, there's one trick that's not very good at all. It's truly terrible. But then there's 3 tricks that are really good, one of which Ryland thinks is one of the best tricks to come out this year. So we're going to get into that. In fact, we'll start off.
Yeah, the best was the one in my wallet right now.
Yeah, Food for Thought by Alakazam, an Ace Magic Studio. But we'll start off this week with, and I agree with him, one of the best tricks that have come out in 2022 for a commercial close-up worker. Let's start off with that review. Okay, so here we have Tac Tic by A. Touchard and L. Villiger. And this is basically a card revelation built into a Tic Tac box. Now, when I first saw this advertised, I was thinking, it doesn't look that great, to be perfectly honest. This is great. This is absolutely awesome. We're filming this. We've just got back from Blackpool. We've just got back from Blackpool.
And the House of Secrets.
You did 8 nights at the House of Secrets.
8 nights. Every single night I did that.
You were doing close-up like 2 hours every night, weren't you, before you did your stage show? Almost every group you did this.
Yeah,
like
every group.
Was it every group?
Except the night that I left it at home, because we were supposed to film this review show at Blackpool.
Yes.
But there was no time.
No time at all.
No time at all.
So we've had to do it now.
Yeah, and I brought it home because he said we were going to film it tomorrow. Then there was no time that day, so that night I left it at home and brought it back the next day.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm going to get Ryland to do a performance first of all, so you can see exactly what it's all about. And then when Ryland's performed it, we'll talk about what we think.
Okay, so here I have a pack of cards.
Really? I thought it was a banana.
No, obviously not. Okay, so we've got a pack of cards and some Tic Tacs. Now, you love Tic Tacs.
I love Tic Tacs, and they're my favourite, orange and lime.
Orange and lime, yeah, they're good. No more Tic Tacs here, we can take some out.
What do you prefer, the orange or the lime?
The lime. So you got loads of different Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
They're all different colours. Well, not all different colours. We got 2 colours. Them.
Yep.
Now those 2 colours are very good for the trick I'm about to do.
Okay.
Very good. So we're going to use them Tic Tacs in just 1 second. Okay, so here I have some cards. I'm going to mix the cards up like this. Mix the cards up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll even give them a shuffle like this.
Okay. Well
Okay,
shuffled.
so we mix the cards up, yeah? Shuffle the cards. I'll even give the cards a cut.
Okay.
Yeah? So the cards are mixed.
They're completely mixed.
They're definitely mixed. Now what I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to pick any card out, yeah?
Okay.
What you got to do is you're just going to say stop.
Stop.
There.
Yes.
Do you want to change it? Do you want that card?
No, I'm happy with that one.
You're happy with that card. Okay, so take the card. I don't remember it.
Let me get it. There you go. Got it. Yeah.
You got it?
Don't show the camera.
Yeah, don't show me.
Look away.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I think the camera will have that. Yep. Okay.
Okay. Now, these 6 Tacs, yeah? This card. Put it back. Put it away.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, now these Tic Tacs have been here the whole time. I love the lime Tic Tacs. Watch. Watch the Tic Tacs. Do you see that?
What?
The 7 of diamonds.
What? No way. That is awesome. I love that. Really good. Really good. Okay, so that's Tac Tic. And look, it's very, very simple. Anybody who's been into Magic for 0.2 seconds will understand what's going on there. It is a very simple card revelation. Somebody picks a card. Somebody freely picks a card.
Not freely, but...
I know, freely. I'm doing air quotes here. Somebody freely picks a card. And then the Tic Tacs that are on the table from the very, very beginning You shake them, and when you shake them, they form, the Tic Tacs inside the box form into the name of the card that's been picked. It's very simple. It's very direct. Now, I've seen you performed it a few different ways. The performance that you just did to camera there was very direct.
Yeah, which is the main one.
Which is the main one. I've seen you have people whisper the card to the Tic Tac box.
Yes,
that works really well. Yeah. I've been playing around with actually doing a longer routine, which is combining card under glass with a Tic Tac. So the card goes underneath the Tic Tac box a couple of times, a bit like Doc Eason's card under glass, and then the Tic Tacs change into the selected card. But I mean, it's just, I tell you what I've really enjoyed from watching people watch you doing it.
They don't realise straight away. That's what you've enjoyed.
Yeah. They don't
you're like, what's that supposed to be? And I'm like, do you see it? The 7 of diamonds.
And when they realise it, they freak out, don't
they?
They're like, what? That makes no sense whatsoever. Like, it's a really strong moment when they actually realise exactly what's happened there. But yeah, I mean, that's basically what it is. That's exactly what it is. Now, you can't have the Tic Tacs examined, but through experience of performing it, you've had more experience than me, but I've done it a few times as well. Nobody wants to look at the Tic Tacs, do they? Like, I've seen you just leave them on the table after you've done that trick. You've gone into something else like sponge balls, and nobody even wants to pick the Tic Tacs up. You've just moved on to another trick. Nobody, because it looks just like a Tic Tac box. It looks like a display of skill, that you've somehow manipulated the Tic Tacs in the box in order to kind of shape them.
Yeah, one time I actually did that because, you know, the night before the last night, I was pretending that I put the guy in the box, and and then the next night what I did is I got the Tic Tacs, I did the Tic Tac trick, and palmed the card off the deck secretly and put it in my back pocket.
Yeah, so you do that.
Yeah, and then I said that deck's been there the whole time. You look at the deck and try to find your card, and they're like, I can't see the card, and you're like, you sure? And I had through and like, oh my god, where is your card? And then when I turn around, they're like, because I have it like facing like outwards so they can see what the card is, and I pretend to drop one of the sponge balls in the middle of the sponge ball trick. And when I drop the sponge ball, I turn around and then there's their card. They can just see it. Nice.
That's really cool. So you're not finding the selected card until later on in the routine.
Yeah, halfway into the next routine.
That's cool. That's cool.
Like, you know, when I open my hand with the 3 balls. That's
when that's really cool.
Because all 3 balls drop out of my pocket.
That's nice. I like that.
Someone usually points out, and if not, I'll say, wait, what was that? And I say to the card, oh, that's just like a card from earlier. If no one says it.
I like that.
Yeah.
The only negative with it is it's the same revelation every single time.
I don't think that's quite bad.
Huh?
I don't.
Well, like, you've been performing at the House of Secrets every night, but you know, you've been doing it every group,
except that night.
And nobody's ever gone to another group and gone, hang on a minute, you picked the 7 of diamonds, you picked the 7 of diamonds. But
Oh
if you were
my God, it's a miracle.
But if you were doing like a wedding where everybody knew each other, I wouldn't want to do that there.
I'll do
every
it
group
3 times.
Yeah, because the problem with that is if they know each other, they might be talking about the magic they've seen, and if everyone's seen the same trick, like, oh, you know, he turned the 7, they might go, oh, everyone picks the 7 of diamonds. So for where you were performing over the last week, it wasn't an issue at all. But in a wedding or a private party,
7 of diamonds was like.
It is only the 7 of diamonds.
Because like you're not going to get like a circle of a queen and then a diamond.
Well, I think they could try and come up with another card. I think that one thing that I would do if I was the production company that made this is to try and come up with another version of this.
Yeah,
that's not 7 of diamond, but a different thing.
I don't know what I would do though. That's the thing.
I think you'd have to have a diamond. I think the diamond's the only shape that really works with that.
Yeah.
I think you could maybe get away with a 4, possibly.
Could you though?
Or a king could work.
Oh yeah, king.
King would work. King of diamonds would work. Yeah.
Oh, would it be touching that diamond
one? I don't know.
I think
look.
I don't know.
The 7 of diamonds is obviously the best one to go for with this.
Yeah.
But it's really good. I think this is trick of the week.
Yeah.
It's super commercial. It takes up no pocket space.
Yeah.
You literally just throw it in your pocket. You've got a deck of cards. You're good to go.
Yeah.
You bring it out. You can do this anytime. Yes. And, you know, it's something different. I've been doing close-up magic with him every single night for the last 8 nights. And I've had people coming up to me after the show and they've been saying, Oh, my favourite trick was that Tic Tac trick with the close-up. Not the stuff that I was doing. It was like everyone was going on about your Tic Tac trick. And I think because it looks so different, it looks so cool. So yeah, I love it. I think it's really good. I don't think the examinability thing is an issue. I'm going to give this 100%. I think this is one of the best tricks to come out this year. Takes up no pocket space. You're good to go. You can have it ready, you know, at a moment's notice. What about you? What are you giving it?
What should I give it? I'll give it maybe 110%.
110% from Ryland. This is going straight in. Well, it has gone straight into your act, hasn't it?
Yeah, already. To put close up.
Yeah, 110% from Ryland.
Yes.
100% from me. It's incredible. It's really good. Don't overlook it. I think a lot of people have overlooked this trick. Don't overlook it. It's really visual. I think a lot of people have not bought it because it looks. I don't think it reads as well on dealers' websites as it does when you actually see it in the flesh. But every magician you've shown it to, they've immediately said, oh, I'm going to buy one of those.
Yeah.
Like every single magician. So that tells you...
Yeah, John Morton said, where'd you get that from?
Yeah, exactly. It's so good. So there you go. 100% from me, 110% from Ryland. Let's move on with the next trick. Yeah. Okay, so next up we have, by Twist of Magic, we have Materialise. This is by Anthony Vasquez. And materialise your spectators' thoughts in a very visual way. You can get two versions of this. You can get a Queen of Clubs version or a King of Diamonds version. We've got the King of Diamonds version. And apparently Anthony Vasquez is a young and very creative magician from Peru, specialising in card magic. And this particular trick, someone selects or thinks of a card. You ask them to concentrate on their card. They take a single card out of their pocket and display the card, showing the back. After some seconds, in a very visual way, everyone can clearly see the card starts to materialise on it like it was magically painted by a ghost. To finish the incredible revelation, the card painted now turns into a real card that can be handed out for examination. No, it can't. Yes, it can with a switch, but you know.
With a switch.
Let's do a performance of this first of all, because I've got a few issues with this. First of all, I'm telling you, I really don't like this. Neither does he. Let's do a performance of it so you can see exactly what it looks like, and then we'll talk about what we think. Right, I'm going to show you something with a pack of 52 playing cards.
Yes.
Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
52 cards, 52
possibilities.
Boom. Exactly. Worst shuffle in the world as well, so there you go.
No, not the worst shuffle. I dropped all mine when I did one.
Do remember. You going to pick a card? Just say stop.
Stop.
There?
Yep.
Can you have a look at that card?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Don't forget it.
What?
Really?
My second favourite card.
Was it? Interesting. I know what your favourite one is. I don't know what your second favourite card is. We will give the cards a shuffle, put them away in the box, right?
Yes.
I don't need to have the deck in order to find your card.
No.
And the reason is I have over here a very, very, very special card. Now this is a really special card. It's got a back on both sides, and the reason it's really special is because I can actually do something crazy with the back. Well, I mean, there's backs on both sides, so I can do something crazy with this back. Watch, if I just do this, I can actually paint the back design like that. And I can actually paint it.
Oh.
King of Diamonds, right there. Was that your card?
Yeah.
It was, right? Now it gets weirder, watch, because if I just do this, it actually changes right there into a King of Diamonds.
Nothing dodgy at all, though, was
Nothing dodgy about this card at all. Absolutely nothing suspicious or dodgy in any way, shape. No, you can't even come anywhere near it. No, don't look at it. Don't come near it. Don't even look in the direction of this card. Just embrace the magic. Okay? Just embrace the magic. Nothing to see here. So that's Materialise. Now let's just break this down for a second. First of all, and there's obvious issues with the gimmick because the gimmick looks terrible. We'll get to that in a minute. First of all, the actual trick doesn't really make any sense at all. And what I mean by that is you bring out a card. Now, they don't actually talk about... Twist of Magic are normally really good. And I normally like a lot of the stuff that Twist of Magic put out. Like that Lego box that you do. That was a Twist of Magic thing. Yeah. They normally bring out quite a lot of good stuff. This is not good. And there's a few different reasons why. And the first reason is the routine doesn't really make any sense. So you bring out this gimmick card. So you force, in this case, the King of Diamonds. You bring out this gimmicked card. And we'll talk about the gimmick card in a minute. But you bring it out back outward. And by shaking it, a King of Diamonds, a white KD, or Queen of Clubs, you've got the Queen of Clubs version, kind of gets painted on the back of the card.
Yeah.
And then you shake it again and it turns into the King of Diamonds. That doesn't make any sense to me because, like, you're bringing it back outwards, right? So when it turns into a King of Diamonds, surely you could just be turning it around because you're shaking it. Surely you could just be turning it around because you've not shown the other side of the card. And then when it turns into a King of Diamonds, you show the back and the front. But so it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, hang on a minute, you're bringing it backside out, and then you have King of Diamonds appear on it. And then, listen to it, look, displays the card clearly showing the back. After some seconds, in a very visual way, everybody can clearly see the card start to materialise on it like it was magically painted by a ghost. Then the card turns into a real card. Well, no, because if you're not showing the other side of this card and you're just bringing a card out and showing the back, it could have a King of Diamonds on the other side. It could be an actual King of Diamonds. And you've just made KD appear on the back of the card, and by shaking it again, you've turned it around to show a King of Diamonds, which means that when you turn it around again, they're expecting to see King of Diamonds on the back, but it's not. It's now just a blue back card, and that King of Diamonds, that KD has disappeared. Or are you trying to say that the back changes into a King of Diamonds, in which case it's discrepant because there's still a back on the other side? So the way that I kind of got around that from a presentational point of view was by bringing this card out and saying, look, it's got a back on both sides, and saying, look, this card's got a back on both sides. But I know from experience, because I spend a lot of time working with double backers, when you bring a card with a back on both sides out, they're going to want to look at that card. Yeah. Because it's something weird that they've never seen before. Yeah. So they bring this card out and it's got a back on both sides. They can't examine it. They can't look at it.
You're not going to want to bring out a double facer. It's not part of the trick, but just saying you don't want to bring out a double facer, because that's even weirder.
Yeah, right? So you got this King of Diamonds, and so you got this double backer.
Yeah.
And then you print KD, which kind of just comes out of nowhere. So this KD appears out of nowhere. But then it turns into a King of Diamonds and the KD disappears. It's like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like Anthony Vasquez just decided to build as much flappiness into a card as he possibly could. So the first thing is that the routine isn't really logical, really, from my point of view. Now, the second problem is the gimmick itself. Now, the gimmick looks terrible. What does it look like? Be honest. I mean, what's the gimmick look like when it's... We can't show it on camera, obviously.
7 slices of bread, stick them together with butter.
Yeah, it really does look incredibly thick, right? It's a very.
I was being sarcastic with that, mate.
I know you were, but it's an incredibly thick card, right? And
it's like that.
The mechanism for making the painting thing happen.
Not that thick, is it?
Yeah, the mechanism for making the card, the King of Diamonds, kind of appear. They've tried to make it to blend into the back design of the card, but they've not done it very well. Also, the way that the card's designed, there's elastic thread running everywhere. It's not broken on us yet, but I expect it to break at some point. Now, in all fairness, Twister Magic have actually included a section on how to fix it, which is great, but there's invisible elastic thread running everywhere, and you can kind of see that. Any close-up, looking at this close-up, you're going to be able to see it. But it's a close-up trick. You really need them to go quite far away in order for them to act. In order for it to be deceptive, they need to be quite far away. But it's a close-up trick. Also, when the card is set up, so in order to do the trick, you need to open up a flap, right? The card needs to be set. Once it's set, it wants to close. Okay, so once the card's set, it wants to close. And the problem is, from playing around with it for a little bit, what are you meant to do with that card? Because you don't want to put it on top of the deck, because then you're going to make it's going to be very difficult to force the card that you need to force into doing this. So do you have it set up in your pocket? In which case, how do you have it set up? Because it's going to want to close in the pocket. Like, I had to put it down there under a cup in order to do that routine, because that's what was keeping it open so that I could then reach and get it. So it's impractical from that point of view. And when it wants to close, it starts to open and looks even less deceptive. Like, it's just not a very well-made card. It's not designed for close-up performances. Now, I think the ad copy is a little bit dishonest here in a way, because it says, to finish this incredible revelation, the card painted turns into a real card, that can be handed out for examination. Now, I take exception to that a little bit because...
If you switch it.
Yeah, you're going to need to switch. You can't do this thing and then and then hand it out. They'll see exactly what's going to happen. So you need to do a switch. Now, they talk about switches on the little project that comes with it. But you have to do a switch. You can't just hand it out for examination. Now, I know some people are going to be watching this are going to go, but Craig, the quantum deck. Well, from my point of view, the second you do the quantum deck, immediately everything is examinable because people look at it and they just see blank cards, right? With this, you can't hand that card out. If you hand that card out, people will realise it's dodgy as hell. You need to switch that card. And even though you're going through switch, and also it's precisely the wrong time to switch that card. Because the trick itself, if you can go far enough back and get just the right light, when the KD appears, it is quite visual. And when it turns into a card, it's quite visual. They're going to want to examine that, and they can't. They can't examine it. They can't even come close to it, because when it's actually turned into a king of diamonds, you see the line running right down the middle.
Yeah.
Like, unless you keep that thing moving, it's obvious that it's not a real king of diamonds. And you can't turn it around and show the other side, because the other side looks dodgy as well. So you're going to have to switch that card very quickly. And that's the wrong time to switch a card, because you've just had all this visual stuff happen. Why are you going back to the deck, or why are you going back to your pocket to switch the card? Why not just give it them? Well, you can't, because of how the card's made. So, you know, I mean, the one thing that is good about it is it will reset very quickly. It's the same revelation every single time, but the one thing is it will reset itself very easily. But in all honesty, you know, we laughed at it. We showed this to your mum, and your mum just thought it was a joke. She just thought this was an absolute joke. She was like, this is one of the worst tricks I've ever seen. And I filmed it while I was in Blackpool for a Magic Live. And Jack and Michael, who work in the marketing department, I sent them the footage over to edit. And they work in the marketing department. And they're not magicians, right? But they've seen a lot of magic. And when I came back into the office today, because we went into the office quickly, didn't we, before we came here, they were like, oh, you know, I can't believe how bad that trick is that you sent us, that Materialise. Are you sure you want to put it up as a Magic Live? Because it is actually that bad. It's just not a good trick. Even on camera, it doesn't look very good. So live, it's going to look even worse. It's just a terrible gimmick. And to be honest, you could achieve the same thing. Okay, not exactly the same thing, but you could achieve roughly the same thing with a double backer and a twirl change. You could literally have a double backed card, which has got like KD written on it, and you could do you know, a force, do a twirl change to have the KD, shake it again for the king of diamonds underneath. You've done a twirl change, so you've done a tilt move or something, or a slipstream control to get it second from top. It turns into a king of diamonds, and then you give it out. You can do that. You can do that very, very easily. You could achieve something very similar to this with sleight of hand and one double backer. It's not very good. It's overpriced. It's junk. It's going straight into the... To be honest, right, I think Twister Magic are a good company, and I think that they bring good magic out. Yes. And I'm a fan of Twister Magic. But in all honesty, we have to be honest, and being honest, this trick is just tapped. So I don't want to destroy it, but are you going to do this? I'm not going to do it. Go shove it in the bin. There's some black bags over there because we're cleaning up, aren't we? Just stick it in one of the black bags. There's no point. All we're going to do is just leave it lying around, and in 6 months' time, we're gonna find it at the bottom of a drawer and go, oh, it's that crap. Let's just throw it away. So I may as well just throw it away now. It's getting 0% from me. What's it getting from you?
Minus 100.
Minus 100%. Come back over here, Ryan. Thanks for putting it in the bin. Minus 100% from Ryland. It's 0% from me. It's just not a great trick at all. It doesn't look good. There's no redeeming qualities. Let's move on to the next review. Okay, so next up we have Hawaiian Punch by John Bannon, and this has been produced by Penguin Magic by P3.
Magic.
And
that's a real postcard.
It looks like real postcards. You know what Penguin's like with their packaging? It's brilliant. You know,
cool.
this is no exception. The packaging is just awesome.
Packaging has to be good for Penguin.
It has to be. So what's Hawaiian Punch? Well, we're not going to say anything about it. We're just going to let you have a look at the performance. Ryland's going to perform it on me. Once he's performed it, we'll talk about it.
Okay, so here I have a bag and I have a postcard. What I want you to do is I want you to hold this postcard very tightly in your hand like that.
Oh, with both hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've got a bag.
Okay.
Shake the coins up. I'm going to tip them out. You've got loads of different coins. You've got coins from like America. We've got coins from England. We've got pirate coins here.
Wow.
Got loads of different coins, yeah?
Yeah.
Loads of different coins. Now what I want you to do is you still got to hide the postcard.
Well, how about I just hold it into that hand then?
Yeah, okay, now I'm going to give you all these coins and you shake them up. Now do you want heads or do you want tails?
Tails.
Tails, okay, so we'll keep the tails then. We'll get rid of the heads.
Okay.
Shake them up.
Yeah.
And drop them. Whatever you want.
Okay, there you go.
We've got heads and we've got tails. Can you help me find out all the heads? That's a head. That's a head. That's a head.
That's a head there. That's a head.
That's a
That's a
head.
head.
That's a head. That's a head.
That one there's a head.
That one's a head. That
I
one
think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
That's all the heads.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay, so these can go back in the bag.
Okay. All right.
These will go back in the bag away.
Got you.
Right. That.
Alrighty.
Okay. Now we can do it again.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a minute. Ooh.
Whenever you want, you can drop them.
Okay, there you go.
That's a head. That's a head. That's a head.
That one's a head.
That one's a head. That one's a head.
That's
all the
it.
heads.
Yeah.
That's all the heads. Okay.
You want to pick these up?
Yeah. So I'll put these in the bag.
Okay.
Pick them up.
Shake them again?
Yep. Shake them again.
I'm getting the idea now.
Yeah. And heads. All the heads. That's a head. That's a head.
Okay, so we're left with
Again.
4.
Oh.
Here you go.
Head, head, head. 3 heads.
Okay, so we're left with one tail, this one here.
Yeah, that's the tail. Okay, now,
That's an American quarter.
American quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so we got an American quarter. So we've got an American coin.
Mm-hmm.
25 cents, yeah?
Yeah,
Quarter's
that's
like
right.
25 cents.
Yeah?
Quarter of a dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a quarter of a dollar. Quarter, we have 25 cents. Okay, now, Dad, you've been holding... But what's the date on that? Can you just look at the dates at the bottom? What's the date?
Oh my gosh, guys, why my eyes are terrible here. I don't know. 2008.
2008, yeah?
2008,
yeah,
yes.
2008.
Yep.
Now, you've been holding onto that postcard that whole time.
Yeah, I have you.
You landed on this tail, yeah?
Yeah.
Please turn the postcard over.
Okay.
On the other side, it has. USA 25 cents, 2008.
Right, that's amazing. That's amazing.
But you know, this is a quarter from a particular state. You look at what the state is.
Is it? Is it a state quarter? Yes, it is. It says at the top, Hawaii.
Hawaii. Now, you know this postcard that you've been holding on to the whole time, on the other side of this postcard, it is in Hawaii.
No way. Man, that is incredible. So that was a good performance, right? That is Hawaiian Punch. Now, this is a routine that John Bannon apparently has been doing for a very long time. Anybody who's new into magic, anybody who's been into magic for a while will know the principle at work here. When you and I watched the tutorial, we knew the principles at work here. But what John has done is he's taken these principles and he's created a really nice, well-structured routine using a very simple force. He's kind of taken a force that most people kind of just use as a throwaway bit, and he's created a whole routine around it that really kind of packs a punch, pardon the expression. I love the fact that you put the postcard down at the beginning, you get somebody to hold on to it. I love the fact that you shake up the coins and it feels really fair. Now, one thing I was worried about when I opened it is that the gimmick comes in an American quarter. And I was a little bit worried because, you know, the whole idea is that you're supposed to be using coins, from your country. And then I realised, and Eric talks about this, because Eric Tate does the explanations on here with John and does a really great job, does the performances as well. Eric talks about how you can have a little velvet bag full of coins from different countries, and you can say, hey, I collect coins, I've got coins from all different countries here, I've got American coins, English coins, Canadian coins, pirate coins, and that is an engaging presentation. That makes sense. So that works. So yeah, if you're in America, you can borrow the coins if you wanted to. But I actually prefer, from a theatrical point of view, actually having a coin collection, coming out with a coin collection and having people see a whole bunch of different coins. Yeah. So you do that really nice force. And
I know what Guy could do if he wanted one of these and he wanted it in England.
Go on.
He would just cut the coin in half and cut 2 coins in half,
Are you talking about Guy Barrett?
Yeah.
Ever since he's been to Guy Barrett's warehouse, he is obsessed with Guy Barrett.
I think he wants
to be an illusion designer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what we have here is a really simple force that has been used to construct a very commercial routine.
Yeah.
I love the 1-2 punch with it. I love it feels very fair. It feels very fair. Like
the only thing is they can't examine that coin.
No, but I mean, we haven't done this yet. But one thing Eric talks about in the tutorial, don't forget, is he talks about having, and it's really a nice way to have it examined at the end. Get yourself a Hawaiian state quarter, which is fairly easy to do. I've actually already looked on eBay because I want to do this. Get yourself a Hawaiian state quarter and have that in with all of the regular coins. And there's basically a little sequence that you can do. So at the end, everything's examinable. So you can examine it all at the end, which is really nice. So no, the way that you get it as it is presented from Penguin, it can't be examined. But Eric talks about how to actually do this to make sure it's examined. Now I'm going to do this in the real world. I think this is right up my street, and I'm already in the process of getting myself the correct coin so that I can have everything examined at the end. And at the moment I really love is you've got the revelation of the date, you've got the revelation of the coin and the fact it's an American quarter, and then just when you think it's over, you go, well, that's a state quarter. There's lots of different state quarters in this bag from different states. What state's that? It's Hawaiian, really. Look at the other side of the postcard. It's a Hawaiian postcard. I even knew that. And, you know, you put it away. Yeah. You put the postcard away in your pocket. Yeah. You put the coins back away in your little velvet bag, which you throw away in your pocket. And you reset, ready to go again. It's the same outcome every single time. But now you understand the method, you could actually change this up. So you could go to the trouble of having this set up for New York, for example, or having it set up for Las Vegas, Nevada.
If you get a postcard for that.
Exactly, you just need to get a postcard. Well, you wouldn't even need to get a coin in half. You can get state quarters. You can get the gimmick coins that you need for any state if you want to. I really like this. I think this is really good. I've been aware of this force for years, but it's not one I've ever done. I've been looking for the right routine to actually do it. I think this is the right routine. I think this will really play well for the real world audience, which is why I'm going to the trouble of getting myself a coin so I can have it examined, and I'm going to give this 95%. What about you?
Yeah.
How many?
95%.
95% as well?
Yeah.
So you do this as well?
Yeah.
Do you want me to get you a coin as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So 95% from Ryland, 95% from me. It's really, really good. Don't overlook the simplicity. I know there's going to be people watching this watching this review show, and they're going to go, that's really simple. I know the method. Oh, look past the method and look at the performance as a whole, because honestly, it's such a well-constructed routine, and the force is just used to highlight that routine. It's really good. Yeah. So yeah, well done, John Bannon. Well done, Penguin Magic. Well done, P3. Let's look at the final product. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's really good. We're going to look at the final product. Okay, so the final product today is Tumi Magic and Snake present Glitch Card. Now, Glitch Card is
amazing.
It is amazing, yeah. It's Snake's version of Distortion by Wayne Houchin, which came out many, many years ago. And he says right at the very beginning that he got permission from Wayne Houchin to actually create and release this product, which is brilliant. A little while ago, our friend Peter Egging came up with a version of this in a little see-through bag that we thought was terrible, and the gimmick broke within 0.2 seconds. I've been using this in the House of Secrets over the course of the last week. I've been performing it to real people. You performed it, yeah. It's been getting insane reactions. Yes. It's very, very, very well made. And you get all the bits and pieces to make more if you want to. So you actually get all the bits and pieces. So you can, yeah, well you can. You can make as many as you want to. Look at all the bits and pieces that you get with it. Like, so you've got the actual card, but then look, you can make more. Which is just really good. Look, all the bits and pieces that you need to make more, which is really good. They've really gone to town with this. The tutorial is excellent. I thought the tutorial was really good. Yeah. If you don't know what this is, I'm going to do a performance of it right now so you can see exactly what it looks like. This is the way that I've been performing it in the House of Secrets. I am going to be including it in my close-up act because I think it's really strong.
Get another then, because I want one.
You want this as well?
You can have that, but I want one.
Okay, I'll get you one. No problem. But let's have a look at performance of this first of all. So, Ryan, I'm going to show you a trick with a pack of cards.
Yes,
all right?
okay.
You're going to love this. This is a really cool trick. 52 cards, 52 possibilities. All there, all different. Okay? And you're going to grab one of these cards. So I'm going to just cut packets of cards onto the table. As I do, just say stop.
Stop.
Right now?
Yeah.
So this is the card. Have a look at the card. Remember it, don't forget it. Show the camera. Do not show me. I cheat. Okay?
Yep.
Now I'm going to put that card down in the middle, and you can see it really is blatantly going right there into the middle of the deck, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to try and make that card come to the top. Okay. All I have to do is snap my fingers. And as I do, one card comes to the top of the pack, right there, the 4 of diamonds. Is that your card?
No.
Was your card a diamond?
Yeah.
But it wasn't the 4 of diamonds?
No.
I can fix this. Watch if I give it a little shake. I can take that 4,
What
magically move the spots and turn it into a 6. Was that your card?
the hell?
Was it a 6?
Yeah. No.
It wasn't a 6?
No, but it's close.
Well, let me see if I can move that one over there like that and get a little 7. Would your card be the 7?
Yes, it would.
I mean, obviously we have a small problem in that it still says the 4's in the corner, but as the 7 pips, I'm sure you'll agree that that is
Insane.
it's insane, right?
Look, they were there and that one was there. And
I know.
Now you can't change
How mad is that?
You can't get them off. What the hell?
There you go. So that's Glitch. Now you've already performed this on your Instagram, and it got mad views. Is that what the kids say? Mad views, bro. Did I say that right? It got mad views, bro. Yeah, you put this up, and I think it's hit 10k views in a couple of days or something.
Really?
Yeah, really, yeah. It's a really nice moment where, and it's so well made. I love you've got the 4, it turns into the 6. I love visibly moving it up to show the 7. Now, when you did this on Instagram, and when I saw you perform this live, you didn't visibly move the pip up to make it the 7. You kind of made a magical moment of it, didn't you? You turned it round and you blew. And when you turned it back round, it was the 7, which is, the other way that Snake talks about doing it. You can do it one way or the other way. I actually prefer moving it up like you saw in the performance, but you can do it the way, if you want to see the way that Ryland does it, just go and check out his Instagram. It's on there from a few days ago. Everything that you need is in here. I love the fact that you get like all of the gimmicks that you need. So, obviously you end up with a 7 of diamonds with 4 pips. So they give you regular cards. It gives you regular cards so you can examine it.
And it's got double backer so you can switch
exactly.
it.
Which is really nice. Snake talks about how you can actually change that then into a 7 and actually change it into the 7, which is a really good idea. So once you've actually changed the card, you can then distort the pips and you can make the pips the 7 and everything can then be normal, which is really
I
clever.
think it should come with a card where it's like half. But when you got it's got the 2 4s in the corners. I wish there was a card that had 1 7 1 4. Like you could go. Then you
that'd
can
be
switch
cool.
the card and you can go boom.
That'd be cool.
We got 1 done. Boom. That's the 2nd done.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's Wayne Houching's distortion. The method is fantastic. It works really well. It handles like a dream. The tutorial is really good. The reset is almost instant. As with a lot of the stuff that we've looked at this review show, please bear in mind it's going to be the same outcome every single time. But I mean, you saw me force a 7 and turn a 4 into a 7. There's a load of different presentational ways of doing it. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I've seen people have it set up with a 7 and they've shaken it and it's turned into a 4. So they've forced a 4 and they've turned over and you've said a 7 and then you've shook it and the 7's turned into the 4, which is a really nice way of doing it. So you can actually do it in reverse. Yeah, it's just really good. I love this. I really like this. I think this is good. It's almost as good as the Tic Tac trick, but I think the Tic Tac trick's a little bit better. I'm going to give this 99%. I think this is solid. And it's really good to see Tumi Magic and Snake come out with something that I really like, because obviously I famously didn't like Triple Helix. But this is brilliant. This is one of the most commercial tricks I've seen in a long time. 99% from me. What are you giving it?
100.
100% from Ryland, 99%. And you want one of these? Can I have this one? Yeah, cool. So 99% from me, 100% from Ryland. It's just incredible. You can get it from all good magic dealers. It's well made. The tutorial's exceptional. It's just really good. Should we wrap this up?
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
And that's another review show in the bag. And that's another review show in the bag. And that's another review show in the bag.
It is another
And
review
that's
show.
another review show in
At number 4, okay. It is another review show in the bag. Guys, thank you very much for joining us right here on Magic TV. We really appreciate it. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. If there's something you want us to review, let us know. We would love to do that for you.
Yes.
We'll review whatever it is that you want. Absolutely not a problem. Creators, get in touch. And you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already done so, follow Ryland. He's on 10,000 plus followers right now on Instagram, and you're almost on 1,000. Yeah, right. Well, by the time this goes out, you're 9 away. You're on almost 1,000 subscribers on your own YouTube channel, so you're doing really well on your own YouTube channel.
And
so
you're on like millions.
About 13,000 or something. But make sure that you follow Ryland on Instagram and YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. We're going to be back again very, very soon with another review show. If you haven't already done so, go check out the Necktrix. It is www.thenecktrix.com.
Easy.
He's on there every night, learning stuff from the Necktrix. I'll be back again soon. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
We'll see you again. Take care. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.